Hi everyone, Johnny here to talk to you about divvy, D-I-V-V-Y. It's an excellent program for some of my clients, and I wanted to give you a little bit of insight on this very interesting program. So some people think that divvy is a type of rent-to-own situation, and in a funny way it is, because it's a program that lets you rent the house at first, but you are building into your future to eventually purchase the property. So the first thing I'll do, because I know that everybody wants to know this first, is what the requirements are. So at the top of the marker, you have to have a 550 credit score. That's not bad. That's actually pretty cool because most places require a much higher score. They do require a debt to income ratio of 50%. You have to be employed for 3 months. You can have a co-applicant, that's okay too. And you have to have $2,000 in the bank. The only other thing is you have to make sure not to have any evictions or bankruptcy. So basically this is a 3-year program. What you do is pay rent for 3 years, but a section of that rent is put into an escrow account, right? Like a type of savings account, so that you can actually build it to have a down payment at the end of the 3 years, or however long you decide, but it has to be within that 3 years. So a lot of people ask me, how much money is actually going into savings, right? Like how much, I know I'm paying rent, but how much of it is actually being applied to this savings account, right? This hidden savings account, right? So if your credit score is below a 600, then it's 2% until you get to 10% of the house's down payment. And if your credit score is above a 600, it's 2% until you get to 5% of the house's down payment. Make sense? Very easy to understand, right? It's great. Now, naturally, people are asking, well, what happens if I decide I don't want the house after all, right? Like I've gotten to the 3-year marker and I don't want to live here. That's okay, but I like to err on the side of transparency and I like my clients to know everything. divvy does penalize you if you pull out early. You will get all that money back that was in the cash account except 2%, right? So that 2% will go because they have to go relist it and prepare it and do all this other stuff, right? So an example of that would be, let's say you bought a $350,000 house. Well, 2% of that is about $7,000. The last thing is you want to really consider what kind of house you're going to get, right? That's the fun part. So the cool thing about divvy is that you can actually get some really nice houses. In fact, you can even get new construction. The only thing they say is that it has to be built within 90 days. That's extremely important. So current San Antonio prices for homes are at about $150 to $425. They actually allow you that window to find a house. I hope that this really helps. I know that you may have some questions, so I want you to send me those questions, and I really want to help you find your dream home. I think this is a wonderful opportunity for people. So give me a call if you have any questions, 210-685-1180. Thanks for watching all, and until next time, talk to you soon. Bye.